The Oakland Athletics have a location picked out in Las Vegas to relocate to, but now the mayor of Las Vegas says they should stay in Oakland. So does this leave a major league team without a home?
'Cause I got no place else to go.
Welcome in. I'm Jesse McNamer, and this is, of course, Point of View. Before we get into it today, I just want to say we always appreciate receiving your comments like this one. Also, as always, be sure to stay tuned to the end of this episode to see if you can guess today's trivia question down below. But to today's topic, does anybody want the Oakland Athletics? Obviously, that is a little bit of hyperbole. The obvious answer is the fans want the A's to stay in Oakland, where the team has called its home since 1968 when they moved from Kansas City. They have actually called the same ballpark home for the entirety in California as well. The Oakland Coliseum, or any of its naming rights variants, has housed the A's since 1968 and opened in 1966 for the then Oakland Raiders, another Oakland team that has since left the Bay Area for Sin City. Having the fifth oldest stadium in the majors doesn't help the Athletics. Now, the A's could be figuratively green with envy to match their main color because their Bay neighbor, the Warriors, recently had a new stadium built, but the Warriors funded their own $1.4 billion arena dubbed the Chase Center without the help of public funding. Even if the Athletics had the money, every time they have tried to settle on a location, there's been pushback from locals. The Laney College location? School officials didn't like that. Howard Terminal? Port workers didn't like that. But the A's finally got some good news as a judge ruled in their favor and they could have their jewel by the sea. But due to lack of funding for the $12 billion, yes, $12 billion, there is no point between the 1 and the 2. I had to check. Due to the lack of funding for this $12 billion project, as well as other issues like its location and in proximity to public transit and housing, the idea was, alas, no longer feasible. A's owner John Fisher, who felt the team needed a new stadium in 2005, now had to focus on relocation. So where does Fisher want to move the team? Viva Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
After setting his sights on Vegas, a site had to be set for a stadium. That detail was made clear last June when SB 1 was passed and later signed by Governor Joe Lombardo. The site, the historic Tropicana Las Vegas Casino Resort. The owners of the casino hotel, Bally's Corporation, is apparently gearing up for the demolition of the 67-year-old facility. In fact, you cannot even get a reservation at the Tropicana anytime after April 1st. You can't even get tickets to see Rich Little. The bill that was passed has the public assist in helping the Athletics build their $1.5 billion stadium, with the taxpayers in Nevada contributing a modest $380 million. Now, as far as stadium projects go, that is not a lot of money. The Assembly passed 25-15 with 2 votes being excused, which seems like Vegas is interested in having the A's, but it might not all be what it seems, like a magician performing on the Strip. Recently, my hometown Milwaukee Brewers passed a bill to renovate American Family Field by a 69-27 vote, costing taxpayers $545 million. The 2 newest ballparks, the Rangers and Braves, each secured funding by wider margins than the A's approval as well. The Rangers secured $500 million of their $1.2 billion stadium via a public vote by what Dallas News called a landslide, and the Braves secured $300 million by a 4-1 vote. Now, this could be because the A's are the 29th most valuable team out of the 30 MLB teams according to Forbes. Or maybe because the A's have the 6th lowest TV deal. Or possibly because they have the 2nd lowest viewership in the majors. Whatever the reason, not everyone wants the A's to come to town. On Monday, Strong Public Schools Nevada launched a second lawsuit to keep the Athletics out of Las Vegas. I thought teachers were always fans of A's, but it seems like no teachers want these A's. Also, the mayor of Las Vegas, Carolyn Goodman, even came out this week and had these pointed words.
In my opinion, needs to listen to the people that are up there. It's their team. I've lived in this town this year, 60 years, and so know the town like the back of my hand. I personally think they've got to figure out a way to stay in Oakland and make the dream come true.
She did clarify her statement in a tweet, essentially saying that she feels the great fans of Oakland should have their team and the owners and government should work together to make it happen. But if it falls through, she welcomes the team to Vegas, as it is, quote-unquote, a spectacular market for Major League Sports franchises. Which Sin City has proven when they passed $750 million of public funding of the Raiders' new stadium. The reigning Stanley Cup champions didn't receive any money for their arena, however. So what do I think they should do? I think it's clear. The A's belong in Oakland. The city has already lost the Raiders and the Warriors in recent years. Let them keep their baseball team. Maybe even put some money into the roster. I don't know. A team's turnaround won't happen overnight, but it's never as far out as it seems. The Raiders made the move recently and have undergone some huge changes. Be sure to check out our recent point of view to hear more on them. And the moment you've all been waiting for, here's the answer to today's trivia question. We appreciate you tuning into this episode of Point of View, and we will see you in the next one.